Bridget Jones is back. Renee Zellweger returns for Bridget Jones' Mad About the Boy, and today we're joined by the film's director, Michael Morris. From comedy to heartbreak, this next chapter brings fresh challenges for Bridget, so let's dive into how it all came together. Thank you for joining us.
Hey!
It's a pleasure to be with you.
Yeah. So, what was it like directing Bridget's next chapter?
It's a bit of it at times feels surreal to be jumping into something that's so beloved, a franchise that, has been part of my life for 25 years. But at the heart of it, it's a film set in London about a woman like doing the best she can with a life that's kind of chaotic and messy and all over the place. And that's something I can sort of relate to. So it's Renee Zellweger and Hugh Grant and Emma Thompson and Jim Broadbent and all these incredible iconic actors, along with Leo and Chiwetel that you see. So it was just really a kind of dream come true, I want to say.
Oh, what a cast. How did you balance that, the humor and those emotional moments that we've come to expect from this one? And following along on Bridget's journey, we kind of know why she's at this place. How did you balance all of that?
Well, I think you said it really well in your question, which is in Bridget Jones and Mark Darcy, 25 years ago, working title, Renee, Helen Fielding, Colin Firth set up one of the great love, couples in my lifetime on film, certainly in British film. Bridget Jones and Mark Darcy, that's a staple. And so coming into this film and knowing that they were not a thing anymore because he'd passed away and she's a widow, it gives you instantly an angle into what this film's tone will be, because it's classic Bridget. It wants to be really everything we love about Bridget and her world and her friends and her family, but underpinning it is a sort of film about loss and grief and how we recover and how we move ourselves out of that grief and back into the world really mindfully and openly. And that's the journey that she's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and great. They are an iconic couple too. So,
100%.
So let's talk about bringing back Renee and Hugh and all these other familiar faces. What was that like?
Yeah, from the moment we had, I wish we had a camera on the table read, actually, at the top of the working title building in London. There's a massive, huge table. And we got everyone together, and you realize as everyone sort of filed in and said hello, that it's been years since they were together. And it's really been years since Hugh and Renee were together in these films. And so there was a real sense of anticipation and, maybe some nerves or some trepidation of stepping back into these roles. But the moment that page was turned, there was Bridget, and, there's Daniel Cleaver, and there's Mum. And so it was really like, I had a sense very much of rejoining something very quite special.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I cannot tell you how excited I am to watch it because I'm such a Bridget fan. What do you hope fans kind of take away from Mad About the Boy?
Yeah, I think it's that mix, hopefully that sort of like that fizzy kind of cocktail of real that fun and upbeat kind of openness that Bridget and Renee actually as a person also brings to this character. But I think that, so it should be fun, and if you're in cinemas, I'd say go grab your best friends and watch it together. But you can just as well do that at home. Grab 3 or 4 people that you care about, watch it together, and hopefully you'll have like this really fun time revisiting Bridget and everybody. But at the end of it, I think there might be a conversation that might start spontaneously about like what she went through, because it's very human what she goes through in this film, and it's not always easy, but it's very much like us. And I think there's something to be said there that we I think as humans need to feel that you can get through grief with joy intact.
I like the way you said that.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's going to be me this weekend in my pajamas, laughing and crying. Now, how can we watch this, Michael?
Well, anywhere in America, it's going to be streaming on Peacock.
Yeah.
So you can watch it at home. And as a director, I think the best thing to do is to turn the lights down, put your phone on silent, and watch it like a film. Yeah. Everywhere else in the world, it's in cinemas, but it's been one of these things that's been super important to the British culture, over all these years. So it's in all the cinemas there. It was very much made as a film, and I think films can be watched at home beautifully, So invite people and watch it.
You said it. We're going to do that this
Yes.
weekend. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait. We're going to do it.
I love
Get the
Bridget
tissues ready, get the
Jones.
popcorn ready too. Check out that one over on Peacock.